That's the hood where I'm from. But it's bigger than that. We live on a planet, in a solar system, and a universe. Not just on a block. Be aware of that.
Good YouTube. Back with another one, man. King 2 here. You know what I'm saying? New Alpha Comics in history, man. Back again. This is what it's about right now. This is what it's about. I'm talking about the Mad Titan. You know what I'm saying? Now, I know. I done seen in game a million times. I done seen Infinity Wars a million times. Listen, I ain't have a channel then. You know what I'm saying? I ain't have it. You know what I'm saying? I got one now. And I gotta talk about Thanos. I can't move forward. If I can't talk about him, I can't move forward. So this is what it is. We have to talk about him. Because he made the MCU right now. It's gigantic right now. Because of the Mad Titan. Thanos. You know what I'm saying? This is what it's about. You know, we give praise to everybody. We give praise to Captain America, Thor, everybody, you know what I'm saying, the Avengers, you know, but the real star of Marvel was the Mad Titan. You know what I'm saying? He performed. He was a perfect villain. Perfect. He was such a perfect villain that it's debatable that he wasn't even a villain. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna get into this all the way. You know, I heard all the YouTube videos on Thanos these past years, and I really didn't feel it. I mean, they really didn't go in depth. This is what I want to do. I'm going in depth. I'm going all the way in. You know what I'm saying? You know, Marvel is a force. You know what I'm saying? Force of nature. They doing something in cinema that had never been done. You know what I'm saying? They create a whole universe. You know, Star Wars had their run. They created their universe, but not like Marvel. Not like Marvel. This is like, they got the multiverse right now. You know what I'm saying? So for us to go to the multiverse, we gotta get this out the way. You know what I'm saying? We gotta get this out the way. Marvel is a powerful force right now. When they move, we listen. We watch. They got our money already. You know what I'm saying? They got all our money already. And we okay with that. No problem. They can have it. They can have it. But it always wasn't like that with Marvel. They went bankrupt. They didn't have nothing. You know what I'm saying? But they started off, you know, getting all that money, and Marvel Comics was booming. But you know what? Just like any other corporation, when they start hitting their numbers, they start forget about the people now. They go corporate. You know, they start putting on suits and ties, and it's over. I'm saying they don't care about what we want no more. They just dropping things for money now. It's about money now. It's a business now. Us comic book readers, you know, it's not no business for us. You know, we love the comics. You know, we love to get inside the universes and things like that. You know, and when Marvel start putting out crappy work, we didn't read it no more. Simple as that. We ain't buy it no more. So Marvel suffered. I'm saying they suffered. And they had to sell off everything. I'm saying they got people in charge that wasn't for the people. And they made bad decisions, and yeah, they got hit. I'm saying they had to sell off everything. They sold Spider-Man to Sony. They sold Hulk to Universal. They sold Wolverine and the X-Men and all the villains to Fox. You know, all they had left was they three. They had Captain America, Thor, and Iron Man. I'm saying that's all they had left. And from there, they created this well-oiled machine that we see today. Unbelievable. They dropped Iron Man, and basically the rest was history after that. You know what I'm saying? Then you know what I'm saying, you got Thor and Captain America start coming out. Then all of a sudden you start seeing Nick Fury and Avengers Initiative, and that's when you knew it was like, oh, wait a minute. There's something going on. You know what I'm saying? Something going on. So now, we finally got Avengers, And I'm saying, you watch the movie, you be like, oh, okay, they got to put it together. You got Black Widow and and Hawkeye, and now you see Loki on screen. Like, oh, it's getting ugly. That's Loki right there. You know what I'm saying? Captain America, Iron Man. You got Thor coming in, Hulk. It's like, oh, okay. You even got some other characters from the comics, Maria Hill, and they really was doing in depth. Let me stop it right there, because Marvel did something, when they went bankrupt. And when they went broke, they had to restructure everything. They had to put somebody in charge that know comics. You know what I'm saying? That know the people. So, I mean, basically, they hired Kevin Feige. And when they hired Kevin Feige, it was over. I mean, they basically said, listen, Kevin, we got a budget, big budget. Whatever you need, whatever you want, 100 mil, 200 mil, whatever. Please, save us. And that's what he did. I'm saying, he definitely did, and he is, whatever he say and do, it's happening. And look what's going on. But let me get back to this story. I'm saying, the Avengers was doing their thing. I mean, they getting the band together. They trying to get everything together. They brought in the Outriders. You seen it. And it's funny because when I seen the Outriders, I didn't even realize that's one of Thanos' armies. I didn't even realize that. So I was just watching it like, okay. And I watched the war. I watched, when Hulk came and he said, I'm always mad. And you know what I'm saying? He turned into Hulk and started going crazy. This was like, wow. And, it was a good movie. They get Loki at the end. Everything was good. I'm like, okay, yeah, good movie. I mean, I can't wait to see Avengers 2. But that post game, that post credit scene, when I heard that voice, I said, wait a minute, what's that? And when I see Thanos lift his head up, that's when I said, yo, they wild. They put Thanos in this, what? So now, the whole ball game changed. I mean, Marvel is the only corporation that can make a movie and have a whole audience. At the end of the movie, when the credits go up, nobody move. Nobody move. We all sitting there like this, waiting to see something happen. Some type of post-credit scene coming up. We'll wait till that thing is all the way over till there's no more nothing coming up. Who does that? Marvel. You know what I'm saying? Marvel. And obviously, movies just kept pouring in. Thor: Dark World. Civil War. Winter Soldier. All these things coming in. Iron Man 2. Iron Man 3. You know what I'm saying? Then they made Guardians of the Galaxy. And you actually got to see Thanos sitting on his throne. You know what I'm saying? Going in on Ronan. You know what I'm saying? When I seen that, I was just like, yo, the possibilities, what's going on here? What is going on? And they took their time with Thanos. I was getting impatient. When is they putting him out? When he coming through? And then you see in Ragnarok comes on. Thor, his movies wasn't, but it had stories. You know what I'm saying? See, a lot of people didn't like the movie because they didn't understand them. But like I said before in my Noel video, Dark World is the story in Dark World. All of us YouTubers gonna have to go back and watch Dark World again because of the origin story. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have to do it. You know what I'm saying? Because that movie is very deep now compared to what's going on. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, nobody really liked the Thor movies because it's like, people wasn't entertained, and that's what it's about, entertainment. I'm saying I'm a comic book guy, so when I watch a movie like that, I'm into it off the rip, the story. But they want to light Thor up, make it more of a more comedy, more fun, more colors. I have a problem with it. So when they made Ragnarok, that was like a whole different ball game because they set us up. They set us up good. I finally caught on, but they set us up. You know what I'm saying, they featured Thor and Hulk in that movie. Obviously, Hela was in it. She was like super powerful. I mean, she was like millions of years old. They couldn't deal with her. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm gonna X Hela out with this one. I'm gonna do something else with Hela because she's more connected to Null, and I'm gonna get into that too. I'm gonna get right into that in my next video. But for now, I'm gonna leave her out of it. But Thor and Hulk, they are literally the most powerful Avengers at that time, and they literally put them on feature in that movie. When they went at it in that stadium and it was basically like, wow, like Hulk is so powerful. Thor is like, he was like, can take him, can fight him. I'm saying, and that's the beauty of it. Like Thor is so much smaller than him, but Thor is powerful. When he got the little Odin force in him, and he started really beating up the Hulk, and they hit him with the thing in his neck. I didn't agree with that. Like, he's the god of lightning, and you hitting him with electricity, and that's bothering him. Like, I didn't understand that. Like, how could Thor be bothered by electricity? It didn't make no sense to me. But anyway, he gets hit with electricity and he falls out, and the Hulk jumps about 200 miles in the air, like 100 miles in the air, and he jumps in the air and lands on him with just a bashing in his face, knocks him out. Before that, he bashed his face in, and it's like he did all that to Thor, bashed his face in, hit him this, threw him over here, and Thor and hit this dude with all types of stuff, sent him flying. They didn't beat it and battered each other, but neither one of them had a scar on their face. Thor was literally was on the ground and Hulk was pounding him. Now, see, this is what they set us up for. Like a lot of people missed that. Like, didn't even really notice it. Didn't really like pay attention to it. Like, the Hulk was pounding him to the ground. He's on the ground pounding him. Now, if I was to get somebody on the floor like that and I just start pounding him like that, it's going to be blood. I'm saying. But the Hulk is so powerful and he's pounding Thor. No blood. Thor woke up like it wasn't nothing. No. And that right there really like, wait a minute. Took me back. I had to watch Ragnarok about 3-4 times before I noticed that. Like, wait a minute. He did not bleed. And then, you start to see, Odin come to Thor and start talking about, you ain't the god of hammers and such and such, that he's more powerful than Odin. They're going for the comics when they talk about that. But, it's just funny how they just featured them in the movie. And then after, they save the day, they get Surtur involved, and Surtur and Hela go at it, and Ragnarok gets destroyed, and now Loki and Thor, they finally like come to some type of peace, and they get on the ship, they save the people, everything good. Oh, and then you see this big ship come up, and now you're like, whoa, what's this? Goes right off, and you know what time it is after that. So now we gotta wait for Infinity Wars. Finally, we wait, and that Infinity Wars come on, and you hear that distress call, and you just get chills, like, oh. And the music, like, oh, wait a minute. Now, you come in there, you come in the ship, you see every bodies all over the place, just bodies. And then you hear Ebony Maw talking, telling everybody to rejoice. Like, wait a minute, is this a Marvel movie? You don't see this in no Marvel movie? Dead bodies. And then he's telling everybody to rejoice and be proud to die at the hands of Thanos. Like, it was like, okay. We talking now. Now we getting serious. You know what I'm saying? It was like, Ragnarok was like was a joyride. You know what I'm saying? It was like, you had a smile on your face the whole movie watching it. So you just knew nothing bad was gonna happen. You watch. You're just like, okay. But this one, they set us up. They led us into, the Marvel safe movies, and everything was safe, and the heroes was okay, and everybody making it out, and then they just led us right into a trap. Infinity Wars, boom! Everybody was shocked, like stunned, like, wait a minute, this can't be a Marvel movie. And then they showed the Mad Titan. He got his back turned. He looking up, just staring off into space, and you don't even realize that Thor's there on the ground, and he picks Thor up like a rag doll, And I'm like, wait a minute, that's Thor. And then he pulls him over there, and like, wait a minute, he had Thor so hurt that Thor couldn't recover. Now, we know that's Thor. He has a crazy healing factor. He's a god. How was he that hurt? What did Thanos do to him? That's what I was thinking. Like, what the? And then he hits Thor with the Power Stone and threatened his life for the Space Stone. Loki obviously ain't trying to give it up, but then he loved his brother, so he gives it up. But he tricks him first and calls the Hulk. Now, like what I told you, they set us up in Ragnarok. They showed you how powerful Thor was. They showed you how powerful the Hulk was. They was hitting each other, didn't put no marks on each other's face. But now you see Thor, he's all messed up, bloody, everything. You see Thor, like, wait a minute, he was hurt. Hulk did not hurt Thor. I'm saying a lot of people didn't realize that. Hulk did not hurt Thor, and Thor did not hurt the Hulk. But now all of a sudden, you got the Hulk just welling on Thanos, hitting him, boom, boom, grabbing him, beating him up. And then he gets him in a position where he's about to just choke him out or something. And then you see Ebony Maw stop one of the Black Orders from jumping in. Like, wait, go have your fun. Let him have his fun. And when he said that, I said, oh, yeah, it's over. And then you see Thanos from a position where he shouldn't be doing what he's doing. He takes the Hulk's hands off of him. Now, you don't see nothing like that. You don't see somebody take the Hulk's hands off of him. Nobody does that. Hulk put his hands on you. You out of here. I'm saying, that's simple as that. Nah. Thanos took his hands off of him and hit him so hard in his neck, the fight was over right then and there. Hulk couldn't believe it right then and there. Like, who's this guy taking my hands off him? And once he got hit in the neck, it was over. Thanos was boxing him down. Beat him up in like 15 seconds. Dropped him on his head. Then beat Thor right after that. It's like, listen. Then he killed Loki. Got the Space Stone. And it was symbolic. You know what I'm saying? Because Thanos was a warlord his whole life on a mission to preserve the universe. Now, obviously, they deviated from the comics because in the comics, he just wanted to impress Lady Death. You know what I'm saying? He wanted to destroy half the universe just to impress a woman. That sound familiar? I mean, we'd do anything to impress a woman. So, I mean, It is what it is. But that was his motivations in the comics. But obviously they changed it. You know, it's agendas. I'm saying, and then we're gonna talk about that. You know, obviously we got this population control, what's going on politically and things like that. You know, climate change. You know, all that stuff pop up in the movie. You just gotta pay attention. You know, Thanos was the beacon. I'm gonna preserve the universe because of overpopulation, resources is finite, that type of thing. You know? So, obviously, he's a warlord though. He was going planet to planet, you know, killing half the population. You know, call himself saving the world by doing that. But when he got the Space Stone, he already had the Power Stone. Now, he did not activate the Power Stone when he fought Hawk. So a lot of people said that. No. But when he got the Space Stone, he took off his armor. He took everything off. Because now, it's no need to be a warlord no more. He's too powerful. He's too powerful now. So you had a calm Thanos in Infinity Wars. A Thanos that could have killed everybody. But he didn't want to. He just wanted to get the stones and snap and go about his business. You know what I'm saying? But now let's look at Thanos and let's look at the Black Order. These guys are powerful. Like super powerful. Like, they're so powerful, it's like, why do I even serve Thanos? You got Ebony Maw now. When he came to New York and fought Doctor Strange, he beat Doctor Strange easily. This is the guy, Doctor Strange, that's protecting our reality. Ebony Maw just waved a hand, basically, and beat him. Waved a hand, let's go. It was just like nothing. He can't do nothing against Ebony Maw. Ebony Maw could definitely, I think he could give, if not defeat Thanos, he can give him a hell of a fight. Because how Thanos gonna get him? He flies. You know what I'm saying? He got the advantage on Thanos. But you know what? Thanos' will alone, his will alone will make you bow to him. You know what I'm saying? Because, listen, one thing for sure, if you hit Thanos, you better hit him. And everybody know that, because listen, you hit him, he better go down. And you know damn well he getting up. And he get up, it's over. So you got no choice but to bow down to him. You know what I'm saying? No choice. He's not playing. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, you know, ain't nobody gonna play him. Nobody gonna try him. He get nothing but loyalty from that Black Order. The only person that gave him disloyalty was his two girls. Is that symbolic? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Were they trying to say something there? Because Proxima Midnight, she gave Thanos her loyalty. So it couldn't have been that symbolic. You know, Nebula gave Thanos her loyalty. But she got shooken, you know, with time. So it's crazy just to think about Thanos and his exploits. Like, you know, he takes planets, he takes some kids that he likes, and he raises them. So they're all his kids, and they are loyal and they're powerful. When he came to Titan and spoke to Doctor Strange, you know, about when he was on Titan and they was facing a crisis, and he told them that he wanted to eliminate half the population, and they called him crazy. When he was telling his daughter about how he saved her world, and her world is living in a paradise right now over what he did, you know? And that's facts, because obviously he told her, like, listen, y'all was scrapping for food every night before I came there. So, I mean, yes, His ways are devastating. That's why he went for the Infinity Gauntlet, because all he had to do was snap, and he didn't have to go to war no more. I'm saying that's what he wanted. That's it. And if he did that, he just gave everybody mercy. It may sound like something evil, but sometimes you got to take matters into your own hands when you see that people can't help themselves. You got to try to help them. You know, I'm not saying, oh, let me just kill half the population to try to help people. No, but that's how he was thinking. Because if he didn't do that, then the whole world would be dead. I'm saying people got to look at the flip side of things. And that's in life. Things happen that, you know, you can't control, but you have to adapt to it. Because if you don't adapt, you're going to get ran over with life. You know, that's why you see people just get drunk all the time and high all the time, smoking crack, you know, bailing out of life because they can't take what life give them. You know what I'm saying? You have to roll with it. I'm saying you have to be able to adapt on the fly and keep your attitude and keep your same attitude. That's how you advance. You know, Thanos, it didn't matter. It didn't matter whether he had to go to the planet and physically take the planet out or go get the Infinity Stones. It didn't matter. You know what I'm saying? His goal was still the same no matter what. So that should be a lesson to everybody. Our goal should be the same no matter what. No matter what it is. And Thanos went through with it. You know, obviously he got the Power Stone already. They need to show in a later movie, they have to show how we got the Power Stone. They got to show him going to Nova. Got to go into the Nova Corps and destroying them. They have to because they want to bring Nova into the movie and into the MCU. So they have to show Thanos in there going in. They have to. Maybe it's going to be part of Nova's movie. We'll see. But let me get back to Thanos talking to Doctor Strange. He spoke to Doctor Strange. And, you know, he told him about his planet, showed him with the Reality Stone. Now, keep in mind, at that point in time, he had 4 stones already. Now, just holding 1 stone in your hand could kill you. He got 4. So that just tells you how powerful he was. I'm saying 4 of them were. And walking around like it ain't nothing. So now he's telling them about everything. And obviously, they got a trap for him. They try to jump him. And, you know, Thanos, you know, he's not trying to kill them. But you see one point in time, it's debatable, where he blasts them with the Power Stone. And then you see him, right after that, the Soul Stone glows. My opinion, I think he killed, you know, Drax the Destroyer, Spider-Man, I forgot who else it was. But he brought him back. You know, we just have to admire Thanos, where it's not no institution, it's not no man, no God, nobody that can talk him out of what he believes. You understand what I'm saying? He's firm. I'm saying a lot of people is not firm in what they're trying to do with their life. He knew what he wanted. And nothing was going to stop him. So I think that's a lesson, period. Be firm. Be firm no matter what. Be firm. Because he was firm. And he got out of there with 5 stones. When he got to Wakanda, he could have killed anybody. He could have killed anybody. But he didn't kill nobody. He just, get out of my way. You know what I'm saying? Get out of my way. He was a different Thanos. He seen the finish line. You know what I'm saying? Now you got a flip side of the story. Thor was really the villain in the movie. You know what I'm saying? Thor wanted revenge. He wanted to kill Thanos. He just took too many losses and he wanted to kill him. That's it. That was his whole goal. I'm going to get this new Stormbreaker and kill Thanos. That's it. And he almost did it. He didn't go for the head. You know what I'm saying? Thanos got the snap. And obviously you know what happened. You know what I'm saying? You know what happened. But I want to talk about Endgame. And I want to talk about, you know, the two different Thanoses, the two different philosophies. You know, in Endgame, you had the Thanos from 2014. He wasn't having it. He was still a warlord. He got his armor on and everything. You know what I'm saying? He didn't get that enlightenment yet. He didn't feel that yet. He was still ready to go to planet to planet. You know what I'm saying? Simple as that. At the end of the movie, you know, when they blew up Avengers headquarters, and you had the last three Avengers, who you had, the symbolic, because you had, when they sold all their properties, all they had left was Thor, Iron Man, and Captain America. And at the end of the Endgame, who we had left? Thor, Iron Man, and Captain America. Going against Thanos. And the speech and what Thanos said to them, you know, started off like, you can't live with your own failure. What that bring you? Back to me. You understand what I'm saying? And that's real. You know what I'm saying? Just think about that. Can you live with your own failure? Can you? A lot of people can't. And that's why they bail out in life. You know what I'm saying? You have to listen to that. I advise every man, woman, and child to go listen to what Thanos said at the end of Endgame. It's real. It's real. Now Thanos is like, he's like no other, because Thanos had a big ship with a whole fleet on it. Millions of soldiers. But he landed that and got out of there by himself, landed by himself, and took on 3 powerful men of the Avengers by himself. Didn't need no help. Beat Captain America, Thor, and Iron Man up. This is a God he talking to. With the way he did Thor, he made Thor bleed, everything. Remember, the Hulk was pounding him. I mean, pounding him. Didn't make him bleed. It's the Hulk. He jumped 200 feet in the air and hit Thor in the face with a punch. Didn't bleed. Thanos was hitting him, and you could see the blood. I mean, he was black eyes, busted. He was busting Thor up, picking him up, just busting him up. That alone just tells you how powerful Thanos was. And Thor's supposed to be a god. Look at the symbolic nature of that last fight. You know, you have Iron Man, the technocrat. And when I say technocrat, that means that, you know, what we got now. You know, we got Bill Gates, Tesla. You know, we got all these technocrats that's basically in charge. You know, and you got Iron Man. Basically, you know, he can do what he wants. He's a technocrat. He's a billionaire, playboy, and he got all the technology in the world. He's not bound by any laws. He will, if he wants to, if he agrees with something, go into a certain law. But other than that, Iron Man do his own thing. Then you got Captain America. Obviously, that's America. He stands for America. And then you got God, Thor. So you know, Marvel couldn't sell those 3. They could not sell those 3 properties. You know what I'm saying? So it was symbolic to have them at the end and have Thanos talking to God, the technocrat, and America. The way he talking to him, because that doesn't matter to him. No authority matters to Thanos. It shouldn't matter to us either. If we feel that authority is abusing his power. You understand what I'm saying? And that's what Thanos felt. We're all abusing our power because we are destroying the world. So we need He stepping in to relieve us of our command. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. That's a fact. And it's a lot of life lessons to learn in Infinity Wars and Endgame. You know what I'm saying? A lot. You know, symbolic stuff in there. You know, with Spider-Man. You know, how, you know, he got dusted, but it took him so long to get dusted. And that part right there was crazy. You know what I'm saying? Him and Iron Man. You know, and it just seeing what was going on with Iron Man. You know how he was very selfish in the beginning. You know, only about himself. And you see 10 years later, he's willing to put that gauntlet on and die for everybody. You know, and that's a life lesson too. Just because you were a certain way 10 years ago, people can't peg you for that same person just because they seen how you was 10 years ago. But people do that all the time. You know what I'm saying? They just think you the same person that just, you know, either you, like, they thought that you was dumb or thought you was, you know, wild or thought you was soft or whatever. And they still had that same attitude. No, people change completely. Like, I'm saying, you can change completely from the person you was 10 years ago. It's called growth. You know what I'm saying? It's called growth. But people digress too now. You know, people get worse. You know what I'm saying? Because they let life destroy them. You have to maintain. No matter how everything roll, you have to maintain. Stick to your principles. And that's what I learned from Thanos. That's what you learn. He stuck to his, no matter what. Even he had to sacrifice his own daughter. That didn't stop him. You know what I'm saying? That didn't stop him. He felt the people's lives was even more important than his daughter. The universe's life was more important than his daughter. Life. You understand? He was something else. He was something else. You know? Of course people are going to be loyal to him. They're going to fight to the death for him. And that's what I'm trying to say here. The Mad Titan was something else. You know what I'm saying? He put everything out. He brought the whole MCU out. After Endgame, it was over. We was on deck. We ready to go now. Marvel was in effect. You know what I'm saying? And we have to thank the Mad Titan for it. Straight up. Straight up. Not no Avengers and none of that. We thinking the Mad Titan. And that's what I wanted to say. Like, cause he gave us a life lesson and he entertained us. It was perfect. It was a perfect villain. You know what I'm saying? Perfect. And I had to go in on this. Had to. This new Alpha Comics in history here. Got to. I don't care how long this video was. I had to. I feel better now. I feel way better. I had to go in. He the truth. He the truth, man. I hope they bring him back in Eternals or something like that to see him again. A young Thanos, plotting Thanos. I would love to see it. I'm saying, I want to see what they're doing though. I'm saying, it's a lot of stuff. Like I said, I'm gonna get with that on my next video. State of the MCU. I gotta go in on that. So like I said, I just wanted to talk about Thanos. That's my guy, the Mad Titan. I'm saying, like and subscribe. You got any comments about it? I'm saying, go ahead. We could debate. Go ahead. I'm saying, it's a wrap. Let's go. I'm saying, King 2 out.